Greetings, all you Game Masters. I'm your master, the Frank Master here. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play. It's once again back with more Mega Manism. It's Mega Man and Bass. Yay! Well, because not everybody had PlayStation around time, Mega Man 8 was making its rounds. Capcom decided to make a game for the SNES to help counteract that. What we got is the SNES Japanese-only version of Mega Man 8, which means there's no real way for me to play this. So I'm using an emulator I found, and as I said, it's going to be primarily a base playthrough. Main reason why I called once because Mega Man, like, you're used to him, you know what Mega Man looks like, you know what he plays. He plays no differently than he does play Mega Man 8. Bass, on the other hand, it's a completely different new playstyle, which I want to show off. First off, he can dash like Mega Man X, which is pretty cool. He has a double jump, and he can fire in multiple directions as such. And overall, I just think the game's a lot more fun as Bass, because Mega Man... I mean, you already know the story, might as well really tell you this. So Mega Man Bass is, considered by many of you either one of the hardest Mega Man games of all time, or one of the worst Mega Man games of all time. So people like it. Each their own. I'm not gonna, you know... I'm not gonna criticize you one way or another. But the point is, it is one of the hardest Mega Man games ever created. Yes, even harder than Mega Man 1. Especially if you're playing as the Blue Bomber himself. Where playing as Bass, it's not as hard, at least depending... Okay, let me say this. Depending on the character you pick, it's going to be hard based on the level you're playing, or based off the boss fights. For Bass, it's the boss fights, and for Mega Man, it's the levels themselves. The difference here between Mega Man and Bass here is that Bass can at least find a way to work around the crazy boss fights. Mega Man has no way of working around those goddamn levels. Because, like, you can feel at some points that levels feel like they're only made for Bass only. So that's the reason why we're playing as Bass too. I absolutely refuse to play this game as Mega Man. Not like it matters, because this is probably the most straightforward Mega Man game since, I want to say 2 actually. Surprisingly enough. I mean, there's things to collect, but they don't really matter 100%. They're more or less just flavor text, so... If you're interested, you can do that. That's me want to find this, though. I had done a test playthrough. That's my only experience with this game. That one test playthrough I did not too long ago. Makes sense, as there's really no other way to play this game. Unless you're going to play a GBA version, which has screen crunch galore. If you really care about that. Outside of that, not really much to talk about in terms of the differences here. In fact, you can squint your eyes a bit. This could even be Mega Man 8 to some people, which is actually quite impressive they pulled it off for SNES, so I'll give it that. And sound-wise, it's actually pretty cool as well. It's a pretty decent soundtrack, all things considered. But here, like always, we're opening level. We're back here in the Robot Museum, because of course we are. With one new main threat to take out being King. A robot created by an unknown person trying to begin his Sigma arc, I guess. If I want to go with that, if I want to talk about something. And no, not that guy, Sigma from Mega Man X. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody. Alright, here we go, boss time. Alright, that's not our first level, no matter who you pick, is not that big of a deal. Hey, Proto Man. Proto Man! Plus, also don't do the high-pitched voice. That's far enough, King. First Dr. Wily's lab. Now the museum? I've now obtained all the blueprints on you combat robots. With this data, I can assemble an invincible machinoid army. Since you're robots, you can join me if you want. Huh? Looks like some other little wannabe has come to try to stop me, eh? I'll gotta just to leave you to my own underlings. You ain't going anywhere, King. Enough, you annoying little pest. Keep in mind, this is a fan translation, so it is rough on the edges. Oh, you just fucking killed Proto Man, alright? Well, fuck him, I guess. So that's King, huh? Well, there's only room for one strongest in this world, and that's me. Nobody will stand in the way of forging my legend as the most powerful being in the world. Good lord, the dialogue is something else, I dare say. A devil monster! It would be simple to kill you right here and now, but I'm afraid I must see it to assembling my great king army. Or should my green devil take care of you? Don't worry, even though it is a devil fight, it's actually that. Oh, if I press the right button, that would probably help. It's actually not hard of a boss fight. In fact, one can even argue it's a joke. You see that? You see what I'm doing with here? Mario pick. He's a piece of cake. Which I mean, I guess makes sense. He is the first boss fight in the game. Just stay on the edge, and you don't even take a single hit. There we go. That's how you win. That's how you beat Green Devil. Alright. And you can see if it says playthrough already saved there. Now we continue. And like always, there's a shop you can go to buy some equipment. Unfortunately, we have zero bolts to work with here. So yeah, we can't buy shit. We can't buy shit. But there are a couple things I do want to buy. So here is a bit of an odd structure in how the game works. So instead of getting all 8 Royal Masters at once, you only can choose between 3 of them. Cold Man, Astro Man from Mega Man 8, and I think Drill Man's his name. I don't honestly fucking remember. For all intents and purposes, and really the only boss fight you should be picking is Cold Man, because every one of our boss fights is gonna kick your fucking ass. Because Cold Man is probably the easiest Royal Master to fight in the entire game, so that's no reason why you should pick him. Plus, his level isn't a big of a deal. For base, anyway. No! I want that bolt, damn it! But outside that, levels are structured like every other Mega Man level. Just a little bit of challenges we work with in the boss fights. Don't fuck off your shit. So the big reason why, for boss fights, it's basically a struggle, I guess. Actually, no, I probably should save it until we get to Cold Man himself. But yeah, you can see down there's those CDs you can collect. They don't really serve much of a purpose outside of flavor text to use, say, hey, notice what the Royal Master does. It's neat, but we're not going to go after all of them because there's no point. So there's really not much of a point to it. Jeez, that double jump's going to come in handy. Because I'm sorry now, especially when you look at sequels like this, where for base it's a cinch, it'll be a nightmare for Mega Man because he's gonna have a double jump or dash. Yeah. And plus, we can't get that, unfortunately, without Mega Man's dash. But hey, you know what? It's time for any boss. Frosty the Jackass. Whose only weakness is the head. Aim for the head like always. Oh, god damn it! If you can dash base, that'd be nice. Aye. With that said, because I didn't work off an emulator, it is a little flimsy, flaky, mistakey. Hey, she almost dead though. Hopefully, anyway. There we go. Nice then. Beautiful. And thank you for that. Like some of Mega Man 8, you're gonna see a bunch of mini bosses here. Most of them don't really pose that much of a threat, to be honest with you. Mario pick. I guess what it comes down to, Ooh, that was close. I guess what it comes down to, that was risky me. I mean, at the end of the day, if you practice patience, the game's not entirely that bad. At least in my eyes, anyway. And a lot of people say it's terrible. I guess when you play as Mega Man, it could be terrible, but for the most part, it's not exactly. I wouldn't really call any part here, at least in my opinion, that like ball busting or frustrating. It's just more or less, to me, it pretty much just falls along the same line as Mega Man 8, honestly, where it feels like it's just another Mega Man game. At least how I played it. But then again, I understand that if I play as Mega Man, probably have a totally different experience. I'm not denying that. Alright, so I may not win this boss fight. Actually, I might. We'll see. Cold Man's not that big of a deal. The only problem with base boss fight is that his Buster only does 1 point of damage. Which is about as useful as it sounds. Yeah, but Coleman's a pretty simple strategy. You'll toss slag points at you, then you'll jump. I kind of recommend you stay the front, or like towards the middle, at least for the first half of the fights. That way you can do something like this. Never even saw it coming. And then, about halfway through the fight, you'll summon this Cloud. Which you can easily just destroy. Damn it. Well, unless I get tied up like that. Oh shit, this is not good. Yep, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. Yeah, well, we'll try again. With some of the full blooded health, we'll probably do pretty better. If not, I have save states, so we're fine. But I don't want to spend 6 years to beat this boss fight. So yeah, let's hope the guy doesn't come to that. Oh god damn it! I didn't jump far enough. But that said, if you shoot the gun if you do jump while shooting the gun, you do jump a little bit higher for a reason. Can't tell you why. Oh shit! I don't want to dash into him. Yeah, I'm not a good spot to be in, damn it. Why is it such a weird spot, damn it? Alright, just a second to open the thing. Oh, lag. Yeah, with that being said, because I'm playing off an emulator, it should go out saying that I am going to deal with lag issues, so worry of that. Alright. No, that was a mistake. Alright, well, I'll cut back in a second. There we go, finally. Jeez, that took way longer than I needed to. But whatever. We did it. We won. That's all that matters. That's all fucking matters. We won. It's just... see, that's just the problem with base in front of boss fights. It's like, it takes a million years to kill things as base. Whatever, we got there. Let's see if we can buy things too. Because, anyway, the weapons so I should probably say the weapons here all suck. None of them really that great. I mean, this one, I suppose at least has some sort of utility later on, but that's really all about it. They're either just too slow or too situational that you're just better off using your Buster. Alright, but we have time to get our level. Alright, it's not enough to buy anything I'm sorry right now. So, the journey continues. Next up is Burner Man, I think is his name. It's either Burner or Torch Man. No, sorry, just Burner Man, there we go. It looks ridiculous. You look ridiculous. And how it works like any other platformer where after you beat one stage, the next one loads up for you. Yeah. Thankfully, if you're I'll give this game this much credit. If you ever get confused on who's weak to what next, if you manage to beat a Roadmaster that's blocks in their path, chances are most likely they're weak to that weapon. So, like for Verman example, he's weak to Ice Wall, so and that's after Cold Man, so yeah. I can just I know I can like barely get up. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Takes forever to get there. It takes forever to get there. So as a Burner Man stage, it is definitely harder than what the fuck is his name? Coleman stage. There's a few more sets to avoid here, but nothing really, too crazy outside the apes, ape bots, or the frog things, which once again all reused from Mega Man 8 and don't look any much different than they do over there. Once again, I mean, granted, this is a late SNES title, so it kind of makes sense why it looks as good, but even then, it looks really good for for tile for using graphics that were 32x bits. Alright, send over there for us to grab. Alright, beautiful. Take that bolt. Thank you. These robots are a little bit interesting because of how you kill them. So you gotta do like, close. Alright, but we gotta do like pretty much like that. You gotta kill both of them, or else it's just gonna respawn, which is always fun. Fuck you. Oh, duck. Alright. Really, like I said, really just patience and observations will pretty much get you out of most situations in this game. As long as you're patient and observant, you should be fine. Alright. Technically, none of the levels in this game are marathons. Yeah, I don't think so anyway. I mean, I guess a couple maybe, but like most of them are pretty short. In fact, I would say Birdman is probably one of the longer stages in the game. Damn it. Whatever. After we can double jump. Well, that said though, I will say Birdman stage is a bit of annoying because there's so many things that can hit you. So many stage obstacles for no reason. God damn it! Ouch. Looks like I'm not gonna be making it. Maybe not. God damn it! It's too much shit to avoid. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it, boys. It's not happening. There we go. Oh, he's dead. Thank God helps. That helps. Also, this helps too. Thank you. Just. We should be getting into the end of it though, so that's that going for us. Alright, so be careful of these things, because I'm pretty sure these flames are insta-kill, which is annoying. Which means you're pretty much fucked if you're Mega Man. It's what it means. Alright, let's see if I can... Yep, it's a kill. There we go. Yep. That answers our question right there. I forgot the checkpoint. It's all the way back over here. Are you kidding me? That's annoying. I gotta kill this fucker again. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it may not be as bad as you were saying. I'm still not gonna deny it is annoying. It is definitely annoying. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. But again, I'll admit, I did kind of get a little too eager. A little over-eager there. That's another thing people bitch about this game, is just lack of checkpoints. Even though I don't really notice it as much as some people do. I was a risk and a half. I don't know why I took it. Just never got there. That's all that matters. Alright, over here. Let's see if we can make it. So Murder Man's almost next to impossible if you're doing it Buster only. But if you're not doing it Buster only, the strategy here is use Ice Wall, obviously, once it gives you the opportunity to do so. Once you get him, oh, I said once you get him, no, off. Once you get him, follow it so we could, or I guess not. God damn it! I'm pretty sure it's game over 2. Yeah, alright, I'll cut back to him there. Alright, and we're back. So let me show you how you actually beat this guy. So the reason why he's always too hard because he's just way too fast. What the whole strategy is wait for him to stop his little run attack, use the ice wall to push him to the spikes essentially. Sometimes he'll bomb attack, sometimes he'll dive attack, sometimes he'll just throw traps at you and do a burner attack. No matter the attack, it's always super annoying to avoid, so... But eventually, after you do so, you can eventually kill him. And then, after that, it should be too hard with the ice wall, but if you do it Buster only, good luck. That's all I'm gonna tell you, good luck, because his attacks are almost next to void. Especially that burner attack, because only the traps are going to be annoying, because you don't know exactly where you put them. But also, he can push you all the way back to the spikes, which means you're pretty much fucked if you're Mega Man. Alright, that do it for today's video, so thank you all for watching. I'm your Master, the Frank Master. We're going to master this game next part, so I'll see you guys then.